You don't steal other people's water bottles or anything. You don't need to be cut. Full on medical procedures are like this. Hi.
Right, Sid. Alright, you'd like to go.
Shake it.
wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers, and you'll find what you've got. I met a young man searching for glory. I took out a notepad, wrote in my story. Then I kept walking on down the road. And the time is up, it's time to go. I pray he reads what's on the note, and takes to heart what I wrote. I said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers, and you'll find what you've got. When you grow up, you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers, and you'll find what you've got.